Grade 4 restender, new grade 4 that counts as grade 3s, new grade 4 stride units, grade 4s, grade 4s, grade 4s, also some bluster cards. Let's talk about that.
Stand up! Vanguard!
Hey card fighters, welcome back to another Cardfight update, and today we didn't got a lot of new cards revealed, but what was revealed was big. Pretty damn big, and even though most of the news isn't really new cards related, but new set information related. And let's jump right into these things, because there is a lot to digest and a lot of different kind of information that might be interesting to each and everybody that has his own different thing that they're looking forward to. So first off, for the high rarity horse among us, I got some good news, as they revealed there's going to be a new rarity, or a new special rarity, for the upcoming The Heroic Evolution set with Nova Grappler, Kagero and Link Joker, and it's something called XVR. But what it really entices, I personally have no idea. The translations isn't completely out. No, not everybody is on the same page of what it might be. It looks like something with an SVR treatment, but with maybe character information on it, or an autograph signature or something. I'm not really completely sure. We have to wait until we have some official translation or an official release, but probably the best way to see it is when they showcase a special rarity card right with the artwork on it. So for you high rarity people among us, there's something else you can collect. Also, speaking of rarities, we also got the new rarity distribution revealed for the upcoming premium collection. And as you can see right here, there's going to be 6 GRs, 24 triple Rs and 24 double Rs, as well as 6 SGRs in the set. So we can basically assume that the GRs are going to be the nation-based dragons or the nation-based units, and every clan is going to get a triple R and a double R. Also, on that note, for the premium collection, the big reveal of this set was that they also revealed 3 artworks of 3 different units. They didn't reveal any skills or names, but we can already assume which card they are and what they probably can do. And these units are History Maker Dragon, Glue Ball, and Katrina. And to be very bluntly about it, I'm really hyped and excited for this set right now. I wasn't really at the beginning, but now that they revealed History Maker and Katrina, both are basically my 2 favorite units from their respective decks. History Maker from the Time Leap engine and Katrina from the old school Bloom engine. And I'm really excited what they can do. And also note is that these 3 units are G units. They might not be strides, but I am gonna assume that they're going to be strides. It might be that Katrina maybe is a G guard, but let's say they're all strides. Then I'm very interested in what approach they're gonna take. History Maker, it probably going to be Time Leap reliant. I hope it's gonna be a revival of the Time Leap engine, and please to God, let it not be Chrono Jet restricted, as that we need some vanilla overall cards that we can use in any kind of deck. And as for Katrina, I'm really curious if we're going to get a more skill-demanding Bloom mechanic than just the outright give everything a crit and multi-tech with what we had with Wilhelmina. For the Glue Ball, I'm not really sure which approach they're going to take. Are they going to make it the Star Vader unit? Or are they going to make it with the new mechanic that Link Joker is going to get with the whole way that standard Link Joker is working? So I'm curious what they're going to do with Glue Ball. However, besides the official general reveals, we also got some cards, and it was another card for Bermuda Triangle, as well as some Royal Pedaling cards for the upcoming Royal Pedaling set with Link Joker, Kagero, and Nova Grappler. So let's first go into the Bermuda one, as this is a very unique type of skill. For the Bermuda, we got revealed was Diva of Atlantea, Iryna. And as you can see, she's a grade 4. So we now also going to get grade 4s in Bermuda Triangle. She is also the first of the LIR cards, which we're going to get 3 of. And I'm not really sure what the LIR stands for, but with her skill, I think it stands for something like limit 1 rare. So let's go over the skill to understand why I mean that. Her skill is Auto and Vanguard Circle. When placed, reveal 10 cards from the top of your deck. And if all of the normal units revealed have different card names, at the end of the first battle of this turn, stand this unit, shuffle your deck. So basically what it is reveal the top 10, and if all of those cards, except for triggers, are different names, you can restand the Vanguard. It stayed first battle of the turn. I'm not sure if it actually means the first battle of the turn or the first battle of that unit of the turn. It depends on how the translation is going to be on the card. But either way, I think for standard it doesn't really matter that much, as you're probably going to attack with the Vanguard first anyways. But it makes an interesting card. It's probably not going to be the best cards in your general builds, as you want to run multiple copies of multiple cards. But if all the LIR cards have a similar skill, as you need to have only cards with different names, then we're probably going to look at another build with only one copy of each of cards. And that's pretty exciting in my honest opinion, as this is going to bring more deck building aspect to standard as well as premium, as this looks really similar to, for you guys that play Hearthstone, it looks really similar to the Gen Greyman and the Baku cards that were introduced with the Witchwood expansion, as you have different kind of criteria to build the deck to get their powerful skills. And this is basically the same way as for Bermuda Triangle in Card of Vanguard. So I'm really excited of how this card is going to interact with the other two LRR cards and how we're going to see people trying to incorporate this in their build. Now let's get over these two new Royal Paladin cards, as we're going to see that Royal Paladin is going to get a whole new deck archetype around it, and it's probably not going to focus around Elfred anymore, but still around Blusterblade, because Blusterblade is basically Royal Paladin. So first, we've got Blaster Arrow, and skill is continuous Rigid Circle. If you have 6 types of units with Blaster in their card names, they cannot be chosen by your opponent's effect. Meaning, if you have 6, if you have a full field with only Blaster cards, everything got resist. That's pretty damn big against some control matchup. Link Joker, screw off. Kagero, yeah, you can just go in the corner. Shadow Paladin, yeah, was fun. They basically cannot do anything against you, and you will have a full field, and they will be invulnerable against any effect. They can be attacked, but they're invulnerable for effects, and that's pretty damn good. However, something like a Vortex Dragon, or let's say Novell, is still gonna work, as that doesn't target. So they can still be retired. So maybe this card is going to make Novell meta divining. But the second skill of this card is Auto Rigid Circle. When placed, if you have 3 or more types of units with Blaster in their card name, cost, discard a card from your hand, search your deck up to 1 Arcsaver Dragon, reveal it, and put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. This is a little bit similar to the cards that we got in the mini booster to fetch their grade 4s. And the reason why I assume that is because the grade 4 Arcsaver Dragon is also grade 4. So we've got another way to fetch it out. The great part about this card is that it's a Vanguard skill, and you need to have multiple Blaster cards. So if you write a Blaster card, Vanguard, so Blaster Blade, call another one to the Vanguard circle, another Blaster card, then call this thing, you can then use its skill to fetch the grade 4 to your hand, and then you have your right chain corrected. Then you might say, well, what's the point if you get a grade 4 to your hand? You cannot write it. Well, you're going to see in a second that is not a problem with these specific cards. And overall, I think this card is really powerful if we get enough good Blaster support, as we don't really have a grade 1 Blaster card, if I'm remembering on the top of my head. As of yet, we only got Blaster Blade. The most Blaster cards we have are in Shadow Paladin, so that's really interesting. So I'm going to assume that a lot of the Royal Paladin cards in this set are going to be Blaster orientated. But let's go over the grade 4 and see what it can do. So the last card that got revealed was Arcsaver Dragon, and that's this grade 4 with also a force marker. And his skill is continuous on Vanguard Circle and in hand. If you have a total of 3 or more types of cards with Blaster in the card name on your Vanguard Circle and drop zone, then this unit gets grade -1. Meaning it's a grade 3 on either the Vanguard Circle and in your hand. So if you fetch it with Blaster Arrow, that means that you can potentially just write it as your initial grade 3. Meaning if you can get enough cards in your drop zone, that is. And that makes this card pretty damn good. And besides that, if you have enough in your drop zone, you can also still keep writing grade 3s on top of this card. And that is basically fixing the issue with most of grade 4s, that I see a lot of people saying why Novell is a bad card. The moment that you write it as your Vanguard, you can no longer write it back to a grade 3. You are stuck on your grade 4s, you can only rewrite grade 4s. Exculpate fixes this because it goes back to grade 2, and Gear Chronicle fixes this as it's just a pseudo stride effect. This card fixes it by also counting as a potential grade 3, and that makes it a very versatile card. However, its second skill looks really familiar, as it's really reminiscent as its previous counterpart in the old era, as that skill is Auto Vanguard Circle. When placed, cost Counterblast 3, Soul Blast 3, yes, it's a heavy cost, but wait. Search for up to one card with Blaster in its card name from your deck, drop zone, soul, and damage zone, to a total of 3 or less cards. Call them to record circle and shuffle your deck. So you Soul Blast 3 and you Counter Blast 3 to basically go +3 on the field. Might not be that great, as you can do that potentially for only Counter Blast 3 in most builds, but you get a search of your deck, you get potentially a call from the drop zone, you can also get a call from the soul, but you're probably not going to do that. But most importantly, you're going to get a call from the damage zone. So you're going to heal a damage. And you can call a face down card. So basically it's a Counter Blast 2, Soul Blast 3. As you then countercharge as you call that specific blaster card. That's pretty damn insane if you think about it. And it can make a really good swing turn, as it, one, heals you, it fills the field, and it gets immediately pressure out of you on your opponent without really sacrificing a lot of cards from your hand. And that's pretty damn big. The only downside to this card is that it isn't a blaster card, so it doesn't really work with blaster arrows conditioned to give everything resist. But we have to wait to see if we're gonna get a grade 4 or grade 3 blaster card. Probably my Sonic Blaster is a grade 4 that is gonna stick on the field. We have to wait to see what its effect is gonna be. But overall, they're looking pretty damn interesting and really powerful. And I'm really excited to see how they're gonna be incorporated into the deck builds and with all the future cards that still need to be revealed from the set. But there's still one extra reveal that I want to showcase to you guys. As this new set with my Sonic Blaster as well as the Nova Grapple and Kagero cards, they revealed that they got a special rarity of 6 imaginary rares. 6 in total. That's a pretty damn high number. But they also revealed the artwork for Blaster Arrow. And surprise, surprise, it's Corrin. But look at the art. That card looks pretty damn amazing. And I'm really excited for the different imaginary rares we're going to get in this set, as this is a total different approach to the imaginary rares we already got in the past. We don't really see the signature on the card, but with the whole golden pattern of what type of character is, with the unit and the whole design of it, it looks really stunning and beautiful. So I'm really excited for the other 5 imaginary rares we're going to get. And for every high valuable collector or just high rarity horse for the decks, I think we're all gonna get really excited about these new reveals. And that's about basically everything for today, as most of the reveals were more about the rarities and the distribution of rarities, and we got these 3 new releases for the upcoming Sport Wave for Royal Paladin as well as Bermuda Triangle, as well as the 3 new artworks for the Premium Collection, but not really that much besides that. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys are most anticipated for, most excited for. Is it the new Royal Paladin reveals, the new grade 4s that we're going to get basically everywhere except for Protect and Axel? Or is it the new artwork for Premium Collection, or is it just Premium Collection in general, or are it the new high rarities or the new design of cards? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and let's keep this discussion going. But as always guys, I'm Mr. Timeleaf, and I see you guys in the next one.